Yay, we're back.
All right.
Oh, I'm getting my water. Say things.
Okay, I'll discuss the Chargers here. Also, Dynasty Index, check it out. This is my top 100. You can get all 210 players I've scouted on the Dynasty Index. $3 a month, $20 for the year.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
do that. What he said.
All right,
wherever he is.
Charger. I don't know. I'm above you. Yeah, there you go. Chargers need an offensive tackle. Need an interior defensive line. Tackles. I'm not liking. Like the next one I have on my board is Andrew Stuber, and I'm not the biggest fan of him. He plays a right tackle specifically, and they have Rashad Slater at left tackle. I just feel like you could probably wait and snap him at in the second round. So, with that being said, I'm going to take Jordan Davis. They got Khalil Mack. They got Bosa on the edges. They need someone in the middle. They've desperately tried to get someone in the middle. Nobody combines power, speed, overall size like Jordan Davis does. So I think he'd just be a difference maker in the middle there. Be the Vita Vea for that kind of that D-line there.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Eagles up next, which they've already taken a corner. I've grabbed you Roger McCreary for you. You're welcome.
They did get a corner. They really could have gone anywhere on defense, damn near.
Yeah.
Secondary, edge.
They could use some linebacker. They could have. I'm not the biggest fan of their linebackers currently, but I think they could wait to the second round for a linebacker.
Yeah. Let's see. If I'm the Eagles, what do you think? If I'm the Eagles, am I prioritizing a second defensive pick in trying to kind of build up the defense more, or am I saying, okay, let's balance it and let's get some more weapons?
So I'm between, because this will be the third year in a row they would have drafted a wide receiver in the first round, because they took Rager and they took Devonta Smith. So do you want to get? I mean, Rager isn't good, obviously. Smith is decent. He's been okay.
Mm.
You still haven't gotten that impact receiver. But is your offense really going to be centered around the passing game like that? Or is it going to be run heavy with strong defense? Which one of you? I think I'm tended to lean towards the second option.
I agree. I feel like they'd go more.
So I think they would go with an edge rusher here. Or an offensive, or an interior offensive lineman. You could go Linderbaum, you could go Green. I would, because Ojabo is the best edge left on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Walker's still there, and you can take him if you want. I'm not going to take him. I might take him in, the late 20s, but I'm not going to take him this early. I don't know if Ojabo, just because he's been hurt, he was going to miss most of the season. You might not be in the playoffs. You might want to go for someone like Jermaine Johnson, who's going to be an immediate impact for you. I think either go him, or you take one of the interior offensive linemen. And obviously my rankings are in front of you, so you see which one I would take. But
yeah, I feel like they go edge, but I'm stuck between what I want to do and what I think they'll do. Because what I would want to do is go Jermaine Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
What I think they'll do is go with your worst enemy. Apparently,
I don't hate him. He's a good player. But first overall, are you fucking kidding me? There's a video out there. I got my rant out of me. I can't. Like I said, that's why it's titled. I guess I'm a Trayvon Walker hater, because apparently he's my worst enemy now, because I don't think he should be a first overall pick. But yes, they could take. You know what? If they took Trayvon here, because they have so many other edge rushers like Derek Barnett and other guys like that on their roster already, I wouldn't be opposed to it, because then they'll be able to just rotate him in, and they wouldn't need him to be a 3-down kind of guy right away. But I would still take Jermaine Johnson over him. I would take Trayvon Walker over David Ojabo just because of the injury right now. But yeah, I'd still take Jermaine Johnson.
I would also take Jermaine Johnson, but I think I'm going to go with what I think they'll do. And I think that if Walker is still available, they'll be like, I have to.
If this happened, so the only way I'd be mad with Walker being selected in the first round if it's number 1 overall if he's selected before Hutchinson and he's selected before Thibodeau, I will lose my shit. If he's the third edge rusher off the board, even if he went before Karlaftis, I'd be fine with it because I know Karlaftis isn't everybody's cup of tea. But if he went before Thibodeau and he went before Hutchinson, I'm gonna be pissed. All right, Saints. You grabbed the offensive tackle. You left me. Right. Surprisingly, no wide receivers went between my first pick and now. So I still have wide receiver 2 on the board. I have hopefully Mike Thomas. I can afford to go with it. I probably would need a deep threat because Jameis likes to sling it. Oh, the question is, do I take Jameson and hope that I can compete in the South without him? I mean, Michael Thomas will be back. We don't know what's happening with Kamara. Mm-hmm. Or do I go Olave and just use him as a deep threat? Or if Thomas isn't ready for the beginning of the season, use him as a route runner until he gets back. That's the dilemma here. I like Garrett Wilson also isn't that bad of an option for deep threat. I just think he is redundant with Mike Thomas. It's tough. It's a tough one. I'm going to go Olave just because he's healthy. And they need to compete out the gate. They can't wait till November to start winning games. If a team like the Bills wanted to take Jameson Williams because they already have 2, 3, they already have a stacked wide receiver room, that's fine. But if you only have one receiver, you can't afford to draft an injured one, especially if you're trying to win now, which is what they obviously were trying to do by trading those 2 picks.
Right.
So, you are the Jets at 20.
I am the Jets. I do be the Jets.
Oh, damn it! You know what I should have done?
Huh?
I wish I wouldn't have taken Olave now. I was thinking about it this entire time. I was going to go Matt Corral. Because they gave up the first round pick next year.
Oh.
So they're not going to be able to get a quarterback next year. And if James doesn't work out, what do they have?
Right.
And they don't have a first round pick next year, which is where the good quarterback class is going to be in. So I would have taken this one this year. Can I go back and change that? Is there a reverse button? Then the Vikings took Sauce. They took Sauce. Mm-hmm. Then there was another trade.
You clicked the wrong guy.
No, I didn't. Fuck! Okay, we're back. It's not Chris Olave. It's Matt Corral because they don't have a first round pick next year, and they can let Corral sit for a year, learn under famous Jameis, crab legs Jameis, and then next year is when because they're just going to grab another. If they want a speed guy, they'll just grab a speed guy in the second round. Maybe Jameson Williams falls to the second round. We'll see. All right, we're back. You're on the clock with the Jets again for the third time.
Am the Jets again? Unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Can you remind me who we took with our
Derek?
First pick?
You took Derek Stingley Jr. from LSU.
I took the Stinger. That's right.
Stinger.
So yeah, they go defense
again
in the first pick.
And they go.
I did say they would probably go offense the next pick, didn't I?
You got only 2 wide receivers. No, only 1 wide receiver is off the board at this point.
Yeah.
Your pick.
I feel like Garrett Wilson wouldn't be a bad pick at all.
There you go, Garrett Wilson.
That's it's safe.
New
Jets
England.
are safe.
All right. I'm about to piss both of us off.
What the fuck do you mean piss both of us off?
Because I'm gonna take. Oh, because there's still so many good players left. I
don't like this.
I'm debating between one of the 3 interior offensive linemen left. Maybe Zion. I'm thinking maybe Zion. They like those kind of guys.
You think Okay, that's why. Yeah. Okay, I see why you say that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think Zion goes there? Okay.
Zion or Kenyon? Because I don't know. I don't think they'd like Tyler Linderbaum, but I think Zion.
Linebacker is a top need, and nobody's taking a linebacker.
Devin Lloyd fits what they need. Devin Lloyd does fit what they need, but I think you could grab Leo Chenal in like the second or third round with them, and he would fit perfectly with that. So, I personally like Kenyon Green better. Zion's not bad though. I'm gonna go Kenyon. No, I'm going Zion. I chalk myself into Zion. All right, Packers, man. Fudge Packers.
Packers.
Packing that fudge.
Okay. Packers. Go to wide receiver. Get
Instantly.
Get them a wide receiver. Now the question is, do they go Williams, Burks, or Olave?
They like size.
It's one of the three.
They like
They
size.
do like size.
They have a bunch of trees. They have Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb and Amari Rodgers. Bunch of all pros right there.
Yeah. Do you think they counter that though? Like Traylon Burks seems like the guy, but do you think they decide now let's counter that with the speedy Williams that can make some plays for us?
They are a team that, despite not having wide receiver depth, could wait for Williams to come back. Like, they are the one team that could probably, even though they don't have wide receiver depth, wait for him to come.
I think they go with Williams. They stop screwing pissed off Aaron Rodgers over.
Okay. Now on the Cardinals, and this is where the Andrew Booth Jr. slide stopped because they need corner. Andrew Booth is the best corner on the board. I think his injury concerns, even if he has to sit out first couple weeks of the season, I think we'll be okay.
All right. Cowboys.
This is where I was debating with Kenyon Green, which is why
I was just looking at him because I was like, their offensive line.
They lost Connor Williams.
What it used to be.
They lost Connor Williams. He could play tackle in a pinch.
I mean, it says that they need edge, but I feel like...
Well, they lost Randy Gregory, and you don't want Micah Parsons just being an edge the entire time. You could go Jermaine Johnson. David Ojabo, but you wouldn't get him back until the playoffs. You're winning that division, right? The Cowboys are winning that division.
Right.
So you could wait on Ojabo for the playoffs.
But I feel like if they're going to wait on a guy, like...
Due to injury?
I feel like they can afford to wait until a later round to get an edge.
I mean, yeah, they
I feel like a guy like Kenyon Green can come in and make an impact on their O-line right away.
Whereas
more so than an edge rusher could come in,
okay,
and then they'd have to wait for him or
so
anything like that.
You're going Kenyon Green?
So yeah, I'd go with Kenyon Green.
All right, Houston back on the board after trading down. Who did they take with their first pick? It's been so long. Kyle Hamilton. Well, we could go best player available, but he's an interior offensive lineman, and it hurts me to see how far he's fallen. It does. I love Tyler Linderbaum, but I'm gonna move this now because we're in the back half. You could grab David Ojabo because, like I said, bad teams will take the injured guys and then just punt the season. But they punted last season, so are they trying to punt again? They could go Jermaine Johnson for the immediate impact. But I don't think adding Jermaine Johnson gives them more wins this season than if they don't. I think they have to rely on Davis Mills getting better and just adding pieces all around. I think that adding a guy like Ojabo, letting him sit on the bench for a year, recovering from injury, learning the system, to come back as basically a second first-round pick next year, is the move for the Texans. You are the Tennessee Titans. Should I just pull this up real quick just to give you a look? You wanna get some Desmond Ritter action, or like what do you? So is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, no, go back to the page you're on. No, I like that page. That's a good page.
Oh.
You know, I'm just eyeing it. I'm not committing.
Don't tease me like that. You know how I get.
Okay. So they could do that. But I feel like, sometimes NFL teams are just fine with they're just fine with being complacent.
Okay.
Sometimes NFL teams are just fine with, it's okay. It's okay. We'll let this player fall a little bit. Get out of this page. I teased you long enough.
What are you doing? I'm confused.
So if they're not gonna go there, then maybe they could either go wide receiver or linebacker, maybe. Devin Lloyd and Chris Olave and Treylon Burks are all available. But I think because he's still available, like no linebackers have been taken, like at all, I think you go Devin Lloyd.
Okay, there we go. Devin Lloyd. Kind of like, who was the one linebacker they took the 1 year? What was
the
it?
one linebacker they took the 1 year?
The first, Rashaan Evans. He's kind of better Rashaan Evans. All right, I am the Bucks, and this isn't fair. It's just not. It's not fair. It's not fair. Why is he still there?
Hey, if he is still there at 27 and they get him,
that's ridiculous.
Hell of a job.
That's like they just added Shaq Mason, and now they're adding Tyler Linderbaum to replace because they lost Ted Karras and they lost their center. They lost Ali Marpet. So like, Jesus. Not Ted Karras. They lost Ali Marpet and then the other guy. I can't remember what his name was. He retired.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So they needed a center. The best center for the past 10 years in the draft class is still available. Fuck the Bucks. All right. Packers again. Are we double dipping? Are we double dipping?
You think they double dip? I don't think they double dip.
Are we double dipping?
I think they double dip in the second.
I can see that.
I think in the first they move on to something else. If they're going to double dip in the second, that means 2 offensive players. I don't think they do 3 offensive players in a row. I think that means that they go defense.
So we thinking like edge rusher. We think they got Kwity Paye. They lost Darius Smith, but Kwity Paye is coming to his own.
They do, but I think they see a guy named Jermaine Johnson there. They're like, "Hey, bud, you want to come over and
you want to come from Florida to snowy ass Green Bay?
You want to come play for the Cheeseheads?" Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't really have an option, do I?" No, you're getting drafted.
No, you don't. That's tough. Sorry.
You've totally screwed me. I was looking at edge for the Chiefs because, like, obviously they're gonna take a wide receiver,
right?
But I was looking at an edge, like they need one, and like Drake Jackson. These guys are all like they're good, but like I don't want to reach on them right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, all right. No, let's look at this first.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. I don't want to take Burks because I feel like he's gonna have to play more like a move tight end kind of player, but they already have Kelsey, so I feel like he'd be in Kelsey's role. Olave. Okay, I think I'm going Olave. I was
about to say, I think Olave is a solid pick.
Olave, route runner, speedster. I think that's good. Now, who the fuck? What? They could use a corner. They lost the corner.
They did.
Going off the whole predictive and what do I do? I'm not a big Kyrie Elam fan. I'm not.
Oh wow.
I don't like his. I think he's only good in cover 3 systems or if he's playing man, but even then he's a little tight man coverage. So I feel like it's very limited to like the Seattle Seahawks styles, like the Dan Quinn style defenses. I don't like him for the Chiefs. So what I'm gonna do is being predictive because he got an invite to come to the draft to be on night 1. I'm gonna take Kyler Gordon out of UW.
Okay.
UW.
Oh, okay. All right.
Love me some Huskies. Okay. I mean, Elam's still there. They have Eli Apple as their starting cornerback.
That's so yucky.
Or
That's yucky.
You could. There's no offensive lineman available either. This is like a Daxton Hill could be a slot corner. Could pair well with what's his face, Jesse Bates. So you can go Daxton. You can go Elam. Nick Cross, but he's more of a free safety. Where same thing as Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
I don't see. This is tough. This is tough.
I think.
Let me look back here for a second. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking maybe someone would want to trade up back into the first to jump the Lions for a quarterback potentially.
Wow.
So what are you looking at here?
I'm thinking Alam. I think they go Alam here.
All right, cornerback, get Eli Apple the fuck off the field. All right, Detroit. We took Aiden Hutchinson at 2. So you have our edge rusher. We need a quarterback. I think, and this is me.
This is you. Yeah.
He's not the best player available. And this is definitely a reach. This is 100% a reach. But I want
You know how many times the Raiders reach?
Yeah, I know.
Detroit can dip their toes in the reach.
I want to get it. I want my guy. Well, okay, but the thing is we also pick in 2 picks in the second round.
True.
So I could wait on a quarterback there. But, like, at the same time, I can't risk the Jags getting traded with to snipe me.
Okay.
If I like a guy, I'm going to get him. I want a guy who came in, changed a team from a losing culture to a winning one, took them to the playoffs for the first time, I think, ever, since the new rule. Yeah, since the new playoff in the NCAA has become a thing. This is the first time they've ever even been in contention for the playoffs. They made it there. They were the 4 seed. They were undefeated. They beat Notre Dame. I got Jared Goff, but that's not going to stop me from taking Desmond Ridder, quarterback, Cincinnati.
All right.
Come in. It's a real culture pick right there. Let him sit on the bench.
Josh Allen, during the press conference, another shout out to the press conference that happened today. Josh Allen shouted him out. Said that he was working with what's his name?
Jordan Palmer. Yeah. So real quick rundown from the first half of this. Kayvon Thibodeau, Jacksonville Jaguars. Detroit Lions, Aiden Hutchinson. Houston Texans, Kyle Hamilton. New York Jets, Derek Stingley. New York Giants, Charles Cross. Carolina, Kenny Pickett. Giants, George Karlaftis. Atlanta, Drake London. Seattle Seahawks, Evan Neal. Pittsburgh Steelers trading up, giving up next year's first to come up and get Malik Willis. Washington. Get the slot corner in Jalen Petrie. Minnesota grabs Sauce Gardner. There's a run on like corners and stuff here. Corners/secondary with Petrie, then Gardner, then McDuffie after the Bills trade up. Maximizing those assets. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be. Not every draft pick the Bills make is. We'll talk about this more in our next video we're going to make after this, but they're not going to be able to keep all those draft picks. So might as well burn them and move up. Baltimore, Ikem Ekwonu, fucking steal for them anyway. I feel like that's a good pick for them. Eagles get their man cover corner in Roger McCreary. Saints get Trevor Penning to come on and hopefully switch over to left tackle and replace Teron Armstead. Chargers beef up that D-line in the interior, which they haven't been able to do in forever with Jordan Davis. Eagles take Trayvon Walker, 18th overall. I'm not mad. I'm not that mad.
Sure.
I think I just have to accept it that he's my arch nemesis now. Like, there's not.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't hate him, but like the fact that I blew up so bad and then posted it for the public to see, and they got disliked to shit. I feel like I have to like hate him now, even though I don't. The mishap of the century happened where I had to restart the draft twice, just so the Saints could take Matt Corral. Because they sold futures to get into this draft, and they're not going to be able to have a first-round pick next year. I think letting Matt Corral season for a season is a good idea. The Jets take Garrett Wilson. New England Patriots get Zion Johnson. Green Bay Packers, Jameson Williams, total reverse of what they have everywhere else on that team. Andrew Booth Jr. to the Cardinals, Kenyon Green to the Dallas Cowboys, David Ojabo to the Houston Texans, Devin Lloyd, Tennessee Titans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tyler Linderbaum. That pisses me off so much. Green Bay Packers grab Jermaine Johnson. Kansas City Chiefs go double dip back-to-back with Olave and Kyler Gordon. Bengals with Kyer Elam, and then Detroit finishes out with Desmond Ridder. 4 quarterbacks taken. We each drafted 2.
Yeah.
4 quarterbacks in the first round. That's impressive. I don't hate this quarterback class. Everyone is hating on it. Like, yeah, they're not the best, but like, I think they got some dudes in there. So
someone's gonna come out of it.
My betting, I'll bet that it's Malik Willis, but I want to like Ridder more than I actually do. So I think he's got some ability there. Pickett's gonna be an immediate day 1 starter. You got someone like Sam Howell, wasn't even drafted. Matt Corral, who can, if he can sit behind the same offensive coordinators and quarterback coaches that helped Drew Brees, I think that'll be great. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I'm pretty
terrible.
Despite Trayvon Walker not going undrafted, I guess I'm happy with this. I don't hate him. I want that to be clear. I don't hate him.
Sure.
All right. You have a favorite pick? Doesn't have to be one that you made, but like anyone particular that you like the best.
Yeah, right. I think it might be the Ravens pick. I really fuck with that Ravens pick.
It's a good ass pick. They would be. Imagine you're the linebacker who has to face J.K. Dobbins running behind Ike Ekwonu. Jesus Christ! All right, yeah, we're done with this. That was our mock draft. Let me save that. What do you want to? What's the name of our mock draft here?
Shit balls.
Shit balls. Boom, bitch.